Well, hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? I am doing fabulous. I'm finally catching up on all that work that I've been behind since my 2.5-week vacation. I'm getting there. Lots of work. Which is one of the main reasons I haven't been streaming as much, is because I'm just so far behind. I needed to just focus, get work done, and now I'm kind of caught up a little bit. And now I can stream again. Anyone watching the .NET Conf stuff with Blazor, the Blazor event that was going on this week on Twitch and Channel 9 for Microsoft? Pretty cool stuff coming out of there, right? Blazor? Who's using Blazor? Anybody online using Blazor right now? Played with it at all? Just curious. Obviously, I've played with Blazor a bit. I think it's got potential. Java. Yes, using Blazor. So are you using it in like production? Or is it just like you're playing around with it, trying to learn it, see what it's all about kind of thing? Because I think the number of actual production... Oh yeah, Blazor. Yeah, playing around with Blazor. The actual number of Blazor production apps probably aren't that big right now. I'm assuming a lot of them will probably be internal, especially because the client-side model isn't available yet, right? It's still just server-side only, and because it's server-side only, you're using SignalR, so everything gets passed between the server and back to the client, so it could be a problem, right? Especially if you have a lot of users. So I'm interested. I'm excited for the client side to be released, so we're gonna start playing with that. And I think that's gonna happen with .NET 5 in November of this year. I think that's what I remember hearing. That would be kind of cool. So yeah. All right. Well, today I still have work to do. I'm not 100% caught up yet, right? But you guys are gonna help me work today. Essentially, so for those of you who don't know, I work for a company called Infragistics. We're historically a control or component UI vendor, right? We write UI controls for developers to use in their client-side applications. This is for like WPF. Used to be Silverlight, right? WinForms, Xamarin.Android, Xamarin.iOS, ASP.NET, Angular, soon to be Blazor, React, soon to be Vue, web components, native Android, native iOS. You get the point. If you're writing a client-side application, we write UI controls for you to use. That's grids, charts, calendars, date picker, spreadsheets, maps, whatever, okay? Now, we've recently released a new product for data analytics. And so I'm not a big data guy, right? I've always been on the client side, have been for a really long time. So this is a new area for me, but I have to learn it, right? I got to learn it. And so with this product, we released an SDK. Now, this is the part I'm really excited about, right? So data analytics is essentially, you have these dashboards that allow you to interpret data with graphs and charts and maps and things like that, right? You look at all this data, maybe you have it in a database, and you want to give your end users or your CIO or your CFO or your president, CEO, whatever, all the suits, right? They like dashboards. They love dashboards. So this allows you to give them dashboards. You just hook it up to a data source, and then they can interpret the data that you're feeding them from any data source. Sounds pretty cool, right? But I'm more of a coder, right? Even so, my wife got me a new shirt for Christmas. I'm wearing it right now. Do you even code, bro? Yeah. My wife gets me. We've been together 19 years now. She gets me. She gets me all my good shirts. But then we have this SDK portion of it, which allows you to essentially embed the data analytics into your native application. And so that, I'm like, what? Really? Okay. So I get the code. Okay. It's not just drag, drop, WYSIWYG. I actually get to write some code to expose some data analytics capabilities in my applications. That might be kind of cool. So let's go ahead and I'll share my desktop here. So to get started, I went through the whole process because my job is to look at what we're delivering and make sure it's up to par. All right, I got to look at the samples we're shipping. Do they work? Are they written correctly? Do they need to be rewritten, written a different way? What's the API look like? Right? Is the API nice? Is it easy to use? Like things like that. So I'm starting this process just now. So last night, I went to the revealbi.io. I clicked on this download SDK button because this is how you get the embedded SDK. Filled out my information. I hit submit. When that happened, where is my... I got this zip file and I ran the installer, right? So I ran this and it's already installed, but you run through it and it installs on your app. Installs all the apps and all the samples and the SDK and everything on your machine. Okay, so after I did that, I found where the WPF application was. So I went to the samples, and this is where we're going to start our journey today. We are going to open this bad boy up. Actually, yes, okay. I guess they have both the WPF and the WinForms in the same solution. Not sure I like that, but okay, we'll go with that. We'll open up this solution. I'm gonna close this, and this would be someone's first experience with the product. This is my first experience with the product. I'm gonna look at it, and we're gonna see if they got it right, or if they got some work to do. And if they got work to do, actually, let's open up a notepad. I'll have a notepad here. I'm gonna save this to my desktop as reveal, whoops, improvements. And we'll just add to this notepad as we code along. So the very first step is I'm just gonna right click and let's build the WPF project. Let's see what happens. Does it build? It did build. Okay, let's build. I'm not gonna run the WPF one. Wait, let's run the WPF one. Okay, so I'm gonna right click. Let's debug. Just real quick, I'm gonna work on the WPF project because I'm not a fan of WinForms. And so here is our dashboard. Okay, it's kind of cool, right? We can click around. We have different tabs, it looks like. Okay. Let's see. I can change my visualization. Oh, that's kind of cool. Change my chart type to however I want it. Okay, so it works. That's good. Let's try the same thing with the WPF project. Let's just go ahead and start the app, and let's see what happens. Okay, there we go. It seemed to have worked. This is good news. Seems we can modify some dates here. I didn't see that before. That's kind of neat. Oh, it's a range slider. Oh, okay. So from May 27 to October. Okay, so pretty simple app. Looks like... What's this do? Okay, looks like I could filter. So we got some filter capabilities. That's kind of cool. And this looks like the exact same as the WinForms app. Okay, cool. So that's a positive. It worked. It ran. Let me just check out the NuGet packages that are being added here. Okay, not bad. Chef sharp.wpf. This must be a requirement. Did you change startup first time? No, I didn't change anything. I just opened this up and I ran it. This is out of the box. You know what might be nice, actually? I'm sure there's some documentation. How do you get to the documentation? There has to be a link, right? Link to documentation, please. Anywhere? I see some blogs. Resources. Support. Try it. Ah, right here. SDK API documentation. Right there. Sweet. It was at the very bottom. Yes, I did run the WinForms. I did used by me because what I did was I right-clicked the WinForms project. I went to debug, start new instance. So this will start the WinForms application. Right? And so I can actually right-click the WPF project, debug, start new instance. And here's the WPF one. And so I have the WPF and the WinForms running side by side. You can see they look a little different, right? This does look a little more WinFormy. This definitely looks WPF-ish with all the tabs, styles, and stuff like that. So yes, that's how I did that. Okay, so back to the documentation. I'm using desktop. Setup and configuration. So the good news is it looks like I just have to use NuGet, which is awesome. That's the way I prefer to work. And so by installing the Reveal SDK WPF package, these are installed as well. Awesome. Okay, wait. To handle the C# WPF known issue, follow this link. What? Oh, apparently if you build... Oh, this... Okay, that's kind of annoying. There seems to be an issue with the dependency that if you specify an x86, x64, it will work, but if you do any CPU, it fails. So you have to add this to your project. So did they do that for me? I'm assuming so. So let's unload this project. And I'm gonna look and see if they had to have done that for me. So if I created a new project, I'd have to be very careful to read that documentation. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. I'm not seeing it. Looking. Oh, it was at the top. It was at the top. Oh, no. Nope, that's not it. Oh, right here. Yep, you're right. Right there. Boom. Everyone see that? So they did add this in the samples. So that's a good to know, because if I would have started from scratch, I would have been pulling my hair out. All right, let's reload this. Okay. So it seems like getting started's not that bad. That's easy. Just install the NuGet package and be aware of this limitation with the Ceph sharp on any CPU. Okay, so I'm gonna just minimize this because we have an app. Looks like we have some dashboards that have been created for us ahead of time. We also have a spreadsheet, some styles. I'm not worried about that. First off, let me see the app. CS. Okay, what is this? Real view, local data files root folder. Dashboard, oh, we have a class. Let's go to this. What are they doing on startup? Looks like they're getting the current executing assembly, getting the directory name, / data sources. Oh, that's how they're getting the path to find where the dashboards are. Do I like that? Do I like this API? I'm not sure. Not sure. I will reserve judgment. I mean, normally I really hate statics to begin with. I really hate statics. But we'll see. We'll see what we get. Okay, so anything in the app.xaml we need to look at? Just some styles, not worried about those. And we have a main window. Okay, perfect. So let's go look at our main window. And what do we have? Oh, our designer's broken. That is a big fat fail. WPF designer busted. Fail. Looks like a SQLite error. You know what this tells me? It tells me they have code that is running at design time. That's what it tells me. So let's just look real quick. Do they have any code behind on the main window? No, they do not. Okay, so we know the problem is not with the main window. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 tab items. They each point to a different page or user control, which will probably be in the views folder. Oh, and I see another problem. No view models folder. Not using MVVM. Big no. I gotta yell at them. Okay, so let's find the problem. I'm gonna comment these out one by one and rebuild. See if the designer fixes itself. Nope. Okay, not fixed. Comment out this one. Rebuild. Nope, that's not it. Comment this one out. Rebuild. Is it the same error? Yep, same error. Okay, so comment that out. We're down to 1. Okay. All right, so it looks like, just to make sure, I'm going to comment this out. And it's fixed. Okay, so definitely the problem is with the sales view. We'll start with this one. Where is that? That's under views. We will go sales. So let's look at, and we have invalid markup. Ugh. Where's the invalid markup? Okay, this is another problem. Come on, don't we look at this stuff before we ship it to the customer? Sales view, invalid markup. On what? On the on the date range. Okay, on date time range slider. Katoli! Hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining. All right, so this is annoying. So I'm going to go ahead and comment this out. Okay, so that fixed that problem. We'll have to look at that in a minute because that's extremely annoying. We got to figure that problem out. Okay. So it looks pretty straightforward. We have some labels, which probably was for this thing. We have an items control, which is bound. Wait, binding? But we're not using MV. Oh my God. I guarantee you, in the code behind of this page, they said data context equals this. If you're gonna data bind, just use a freaking MVVM pattern. Come on. If you're using code behind, use code behind. Take advantage of the speed of not using binding, and everything's explicitly hard-coded in your code behind. If you're gonna use binding, use a view model. Come on. Okay. This looks pretty simple though. We have a click event on a toggle button. We'll have to check that out. And here's the SDK real view. So this is probably the view that's hosting the dashboards. Okay, that's a pretty simple view. This should be really easy to figure out. Let's hop into the code behind. Okay, yep, I was right. I was absolutely right. Where's the line of code? Over the loaded event. Blah, 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 blah. Here. Golly, I knew it. Okay, we'll fix that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let's rewrite this for them. Because I don't like to be a complainer. Contrary to popular belief. I don't like to just complain. I like to provide solutions to my complaints. So if I see a problem, I'm going to create a solution to that problem and send it along. Here's a recommendation for this issue. So while I go through this, I'm going to rewrite their app for them. So let's add a class. We'll call this sales view model. Looks right. Okay. You know what I need? I need a bindable base class. I need commanding. Dan, so beyond WPF, what are we working on? So Dan, what we're working on is I have been assigned a task at work to review a new sample that we shipped with a brand new product, which is an SDK for embedding data analytics. Okay. And so what I'm doing is I went through the install process, right? I opened up the sample they shipped and I'm finding all the problems. I have my trusty notepad here for all the problems I'm finding. And then I'm going to send the feedback to the team. Not only that, I'm going to rewrite this application to where the way it should be written. And then I'll send it back to the team. Sounds like you need a good MVVM framework. Need a recommendation? Yes, Dan. I need a recommendation. What would you recommend? Whatever you recommend, I'm going to use this. What do you recommend, my friend? Because I do. I need commanding. You should use Prism. You know what? All right, let's use Prism. Let's manage these NuGet packages. I like the way you think, my friend. I'm just going to add prism.core. I'm going to keep it simple. All I need is a bindable base for property change notification and commanding. I don't think I need event aggregation, but if I do need it, I'll have it. So let's go ahead and install this. Okay, I'm not worried about that. Why did I all of a sudden get this? Oh, I know why. Because we commented out some code. Where is that code at? Yeah, we commented out this here, which is named from thumb to... yeah, that's why that broke. And the code behind... we'll fix that. I'll comment that out so I can build. And so let me look at my references. Prism. Wait a minute. What is this crap? What the? Okay. I'm confused. The version of the Infragistics WPF product is actually 19.2. This came out in 2017. Right here. This is the version they're using in this sample. What the heck are they thinking? Okay. Another problem. I am not happy about that. Using very old product and sample. 17.2 should be 19.2. Oh my gosh. Okay. Got that. What is this? 16.2? 16 report plus. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. Now I gotta check something else. Dan, they didn't renew their license since 2017. I have to check something else now. This is concerning. Let's come up. NuGet. So I'm gonna copy this. I hope I'm wrong about this. I really do. Let's turn this into a zip file. So I took a NuGet package. I converted it to a zip file. This way I can look inside of it. So I'll open this up, and I am very scared what I'm gonna find in this library folder. Let's look. Let's look. Please do not be in there. Really? Are you kidding me? Where's my notepad? Do not ship old product with reveal. That's ridiculous. Hold on, hold on. I have to look at something else now. Is there an Infragistics reveal WPF or something like that? RX this. I'm going to look at this. I'm using just decompile from Progress, aka Telerik. Let's go ahead and remove this guy. I gotta remove this guy. Hold on. Let me drag this WPF one over. Okay, drag the WPF one over. What is going on? I'm trying. Boom. Come on. Telerik, can't any of your crap work? I'm serious. This is ridiculous. Dan, are you allowed to invoke their name? Yeah. Ghost Soldier, did they even review their own? Apparently not. Now, I want to know... Okay, let me close and relaunch this stupid thing. I want to use it. I want to use it. DLL. Drag drop. Not working. UI WPF DLL. Drag drop. Not working. Are any of these working? Is that working? Is this working? See, this is why you shouldn't use Telerik. Even their free crap doesn't work. Okay. Unzip. Do I have to unzip it? Okay. Hold on. Sorry, Telerik. Sorry. I was frustrated, okay? I was mad at myself, so I lashed out at others. Don't judge me. Let's try this again. Yeah, exactly, Dan. The problem is sitting right in front of the keyboard. Okay, let's look at this again. What I'm trying to... Yeah, it worked. It was all me. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to determine, and I pray they did not take a dependency on those. Please, I do not want to see it. I don't want... Oh my god, they did. They did. This is so bad. If you're going to take a dependency like this, add the NuGet dependency. That way you can continuously release a new version and keep your references updated with what's on NuGet. Like, oh my god. Okay. The entire NuGet story is a mess. Let's fix. Yay! I don't know, Dan. I do not know what they were thinking. Not only did they hard code a reference to a control dependency, which is a product we ship, they did a 3-year-old version of it, which is even worse. Okay, no problem. You know what? It's okay. It's an easy fix. We can totally do this. Not a problem. Okay, so I'm done there. My suspicions were correct. Let's get back to code. Okay, definitely problems there. Now, I need to convert this to a view model. So we added Prism, which gives me bindable base. Okay, and let's look at some... Oh, no, I don't need that. Okay, let's look at some properties here. Looks like we have a from date, a to date, some territories. One of these lines of code is causing this problem here. Right? This broken designer. Yeah, this, see? One of those, so let's find that line of code because that's bothering me. I don't know what this does. This worries me. So, why do I have to do this? Why can't this be defined in the constructor of the control? Because RealView is the name of the view that hosts our dashboards. So in this views constructor, why can't you just set that up for me? I don't know. I'll have to ask the team. I'm sure there's a reason. I probably won't like it, but I don't like this. Don't like it. Okay. Let's rebuild. I doubt that is calling SQL code. I highly doubt that's calling SQL code, and it's not. Okay. We're loading a dashboard. Dashboard utility, load dashboard, sales. Oh, load. This is actually a dashboard utility class. So what's happening here? We have an RV dashboard. I don't know why you just can't call it like dashboard. Can you not call this dashboard in the Infragistics.reveal.stk namespace? Just saying. Okay. Oh, reveal settings. You can't just have settings in the Infragistics.reveal.stk namespace? Okay, so we have another. Okay, what is. Okay, we're getting the manifest. We're getting this. Okay, I see. They're passing in the dashboard ID, which is sales. We're building up that file name here, the reference stream, if you will. We're grabbing that, creating a stream of it, right? Get manifest resource stream. Reveal utility. Is this? Okay, that's in the SDK. That is in the SDK. Okay. So dashboard utility, load dashboard. Oh, it's await. Look at that. It's asynchronous. Okay, load dashboard. So we get our dashboard. This is so confusing. Go back to my utility. Oh, they're returning. See, when I see code like this, await, load dashboard, I'm expecting a dashboard, not a settings. But their method, load dashboard, is returning the settings. Okay, that confused me. That API right there. But luckily, this is just sample code, so it's not something that ships with it. But if you're learning how to do something, I think this should be more explicit. Like, step 1, load the dashboard. Step 2, create some settings from the dashboard, right? Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to change this. Load dashboard. If I can spell. Create settings. Okay, so I can't comment that out because it might not work. I got to keep that in there for now. But I want to know why I have to do that. Okay. Creating a new object here. Is this? Let's do this. I'm going to comment. Wait a minute. Reveal utility. You know what? I think I found it. Let's rebuild. That was it. That's the offending line of code. So this line of code here, reveal utility get filter values, is hitting a database. Okay. Interesting, actually. So let's do this. What is it if not... what is it? Designer properties? Is that right? I think that's right. Yeah. Git is in design mode this. If we're not in design mode... No. If we are in design mode, get out of here. Right? I think that's right. Oh. Wait a minute. I have an extra parenthesis in there. There we go. So this should still... Let's do a rebuild. That should fix it. Let's check it out. Yes, okay, we fixed our design. Okay. So that's an easy fix. However, all of this code, no, this is not going to work for me. I'm sorry. We are not going to ship this code to customers. This is unacceptable. Now, I'm not going to go all in and throw services like interfaces and a full DI system in there. We can't go that far because this is a getting started. How do you use this? But it should at least follow some basic MVVM. So we'll need a CTOR for sure. Load dashboard. We'll create that. And this is probably going to be async because we're doing some stuff in here. We're doing this stuff. Okay, so let's grab all this, copy. We'll see where we can improve it, but I just want to start here. Let's add some using statements. Got that, got that. Okay, we're definitely not setting a UI object here. Heck no, not gonna happen. A dashboard ID. We'll copy that out of here. That's a constant. I'm okay with that. That's fine. We can do that. From to. So we need some properties. Let's look at what they got. It's a date time from to. Okay. Prop P. Date time. Should I say from date to date or date from date to? How about date from? Okay. Date time. Date to. Okay. So we will replace this. So this is 2. Right there. Date from. Okay, got that fixed. Territories. Observable collection of this. Okay, no problem. Prop P. Observable collection. Whoops. Territories. Did I spell that right? Probably not. Oh my gosh. Freaking caps lock. Okay, and we fixed that. So now, actually... Oh, Gold Soldier, did you create the prop P snippet yourself, or is it available in public? It is publicly available. You just have to download the Prism template pack. So we'll go installed. Where is it? Prism template pack, right there. So if you go install that, you'll get a number of snippets. Like, for example, a command, right? Or maybe you want a generic command, right? Stuff like that. All right, let's see. So territories. Ghost Soldier, good to know. Yes, it is. Thanks for asking. That's a great question. Sometimes I just start coding and just go. You are very welcome, my friend. Very welcome. Okay, so obviously we're creating this settings. And if we look at the code behind again, I don't like any of the... And they're setting the settings property on the view. Uh-oh. Okay, let's cross our fingers. Cross our fingers. Is this a dependency property that I can data bind to? Let's find out, shall we? Yes! They got it right. They got it right. Good job, team. Good job. Was this written by junior devs? Honestly, I do not know the team that wrote this this SDK. Honestly, don't. We are a very big company, and I've been in developer tools for so long. This is the business tools, like the business side. I don't really interact with the business side much. But now that they've written something that the developers will consume and not just end users, it's my time. It's time to get involved, as you can see, right? Okay, so we need a property. What kind of settings are these? Reveal settings. Okay, so prop P. Reveal settings. 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 And then we will change this to settings. Okay, got that. Let's see. I think I'm still going to change this just to make it more clear on what's going on. So people who download this, I mean, what do you guys think? What does everyone think? If you're downloading this for the first time, would you rather see this dashboard utility being used that you hop into, say, oh yeah, oh now I'm getting, okay, now I'm getting this, okay, I got that. Oh, now I'm returning a new reveal settings. That's how that works. Or would you rather me here load, then create settings? I mean, this product is for you all. It's for developers. So what would make more sense to you? Are you okay leaving it the way it is? White themed IDE. Actually, the white theme is best for presenting. I'm just saying. I'm an outlier. What can I say? I beat to my own drum. Okay, for now, I'm just going to get this working. I'm just going to get it working for now. And then I will decide if I'm going to do this. Okay, let's close this. I will leave it like this for now. Let's go back to our code behind. So since I am not trying to use this as the data context, I need to change this up. Oh, actually, let's do this. Let's inverse this. If I'm not in the designer, let's go ahead and set the data context to a new cells view model. I guess I get my cells view model. There we go. Oh, and look, I cannot forget to set these initial dates. I'm glad I looked at this. You see that from? Let's set the initial dates. Whoops. That was a close one. And 2. Okay. Dan says it sucks to use, but Brian Lucas is right. Oh yeah, light theme is better for presenting and streaming. Also, I like the load then create settings better. Yeah, I think it's more descriptive of what's going on. I think so. I will refactor that later, actually. Because I don't know what else is using that code, so I will come back to this. I'll have to look at the other views. Okay, so it looks like I have some basic stuff working. We're no longer setting that up. We have a click event handler that probably tells me I'm going to use a command eventually. Date from changed. Is this being called anywhere? Looks like an event handler. Dan, you know me, I love elegant code, but when you're just learning it, it can be hard as hell to figure out what's going on. And when it's one line and not broken up over several lines. Exactly. It needs to be a learning tool, right? Okay, so we have some methods in here. I'm not quite sure what these do yet. It looks like it has to do with that date time slider I commented out. That's what it looks like. And this territory click. Okay. I think this is good for now. What's this date? Okay, let's run this. Actually, let's build. Make sure I didn't break anything. Succeeded. My design time is working again. Goal succeeded. And then let's run the application. Our slider is removed because I commented it out. I'm not sure why I was getting that error. And it looks like this works fine and dandy. Fine and dandy. Ooh, edit. Let's edit. What can we edit? Visualization? Ooh, I can add a visualization? Sales. Okay, I'm not going to get into this. I'm working on the app right now. Don't get distracted, Brian. Do not get distracted. But these are so cool. Can I Okay, I can't drag them. Can I drag them? Hold on. Maybe if I'm in edit mode. Oh yeah, I could drag when I'm in edit mode. Cool. Okay. So at the top are filters. So this is working. Working perfectly. Okay, good. I didn't break it. Okay, so that means I'm going to delete this. I'm still, you know what? Let's see what happens if I comment this out. I'm just curious. I'm curious. What's going to happen? Nothing? Nothing happened? Anyone see anything different? It looks the exact same. Like, I don't think anything changed. Huh. Interesting. I wonder if that's just... I don't, what is that for then? It worked. All right, territory clicked. Okay, let's do the territory clicked thing. Where is that? Right here, click, territory clicked. So, what shall I do? What shall I do? Maybe an event to command, possibly? Yes? Let's look at what this needs. So we're getting the tag. What? The tag of the button? They're binding the tag. The hell? Okay. I might need a converter then. We'll see. Then the button checked. Is check value. Wait, is checked. What are they doing? I'm trying to understand what they're doing. If it's checked, then they're adding the value. Selected item dot value. And then they update the real... Oh my god. Set filter selected values. On the actual view object. Well, this blows. This blows big time. That's a method. I highly... You know what? Let's look at the API. Oh, it's a very simple API. Very simple. What is available to me? Formatting provider, localization provider. Local data files root. You have dragon blood. That's awkward. Is it? Hey, actually... Oh no, that's tiger blood. Never mind. I got my my bloods mixed up. Instead of tiger blood, I drink dragon blood. Dashboard, maximize. Yeah, I don't... These are all the properties I have that I can bind to. That's not encouraging. And here's that method. Set filter selected values. Oh, gosh. I'm not sure how I want to handle that. What do you guys think? Should I create an event to command? But they're binding the tag. Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. So we're binding to territories. And if we look at our view model, what is territories? A collection of filter value. Okay. So if we're binding to a collection of filter values, then each of these items would represent that that value, that filter value, right? Maybe, oh, I know what's probably going on is when you put a button in there, you don't get a selected item. Because I was originally thinking of choosing a selected item, right? Putting a selected item here. But if you use a toggle button, I think that toggle button will swallow that mouse event and a selected item will not be selected, which is probably why they did this. I'm pretty sure that's why they did that. Okay, so let's play around. Let's play around a little bit. We'll find a solution that works for us. We need... Oh, wait a minute. I'm not using Prism for WPF. Well, that blows. Crap. Okay, I can't bring WPF for Prism into this. That's too much for this app. However, I am on the Microsoft WPF behaviors team. And one of the first things I added to the behaviors was event to command with all the goodies that Prism has. Microsoft.xaml.behaviors.wpf. This looks like the one. Should be 19 because we just pushed a release last night. I believe we pushed a release. Had a small update in it. Okay, looks good. And reveal is giving me some mismatched stuff. Don't like that either. Okay. So XMLNS, B for behaviors equals Microsoft XAML behaviors. Okay. CP dot interaction dot behaviors. Is it behavior? Not behavior. Trigger. Maybe it's a trigger. I think it's a trigger. It is an event trigger. Right? Invoke command action. There we go. Let's see. I think its event name is click. Command equals binding. We're gonna call this. We're gonna call this. How about select? Select territory command. Works for me. Let's go to our view model. Actually, I'll put properties up there. Actually, I'm not sure what I'm getting yet, so I'm going to do object. Always do object if you're not sure. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that this is not going to work because the data context of this is actually the filter. So I need to do this. Let's give this a name. Oh no, sales dashboard. I like that better. All right, let's just make sure this invokes. Let me bring up my output window just in case something's off. Okay, yes. Okay, and the parameter. Oh, I'm not passing a parameter yet. Not passing parameter data. Let's fix that. So I got that working. What's my parameter gonna be? Let's just do binding for now. Let's do binding. Go ahead and hit that. And what do we have? Okay, we have the RV filter value. So this is what I'm gonna make that. Okay, perfect. Now we can start moving some logic over because we have that working. And actually, I'll leave that. No, I'm gonna delete that. We're not using that anymore. Let's see. What they're doing, they're getting the filter value. And they're saying if it's checked, add it. If it's not checked, remove it. From the selected territories. What is selected territories? Oh, okay. They have this. Why is it an object? They know what type it is. I don't understand that. Why is that an object? So what they're relying on, I think we can change this up. What they're relying on is when you click on this button, they're saying, hey, is it checked? Oh, it is? Okay, add it. Oh, is it not checked? Oh, okay, remove it. I almost want to say, is the value in the collection? No, add it. Is the value not in the collection? Remove it. All right. Yeah. Did I say that right? No. If the value's in the collection, take it out. If the value's not in the collection, add it. It's kind of where I'm going. And that way I don't have to deal with a checked value. Right? Let's see if that works. So we'll say if selected territories dot select label. Let's do it with label. So, well, no, it's going to be first. If there's not one, there's an exception. I want an exception thrown. So I'm not going to do that first or default. I need to have a value. So if it's in there, oh, wait a minute. Let's do this. You know what? I will do first or default. Come on, where's my IntelliSense? I like IntelliSense. Maybe I should do a where instead. Right? Yeah, do a where. Okay. Then we'll do var item. Sure. No. Let's use good names, Brian. Use good names. So, oh my gosh. So this is saying if it's null, it doesn't exist and we need to add it. Right? Else we need to remove it. I think that's gonna work right. I think. It makes sense in my head anyways. Let's test it. Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, sorry Dan, I missed your MVVM light joke. Sorry. There. A belated laugh. All right, let's work on this. So what I want to do is let's add Americas. Okay. That's... Oh my gosh! I didn't create a new instance. Hold on. Yeah, well, this is Twitch. Everything is delayed. You are right, my friend. You are right. Okay, sorry. I forgot to create an instance of that. That would have been a problem. Okay, so I'm going to hit Americas. And the parameter is Americas. Of course, this is not going to contain it. So we're going to add Americas. Okay. And then I'm going to remove it like this. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. Come on. Where are all my real-time debuggers? You guys aren't paying attention, are you? You're on Twitter making fun of me. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Added. I'll remove it. There. I think that works as expected. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. So the next problem, I have all that figured out. My next problem is this. Oh. How am I gonna do that? I need to call a method on the view. Now, one thing. Get filter by title, territory. Can you have more than one filter? That'd be kind of neat. Huh. Can you show the XAML screen again for a sec? I just want to see again how you're setting up the event there. Oh, yeah. Sales. Yeah, so here's the data template, right, that they're looping through. So for each territory, we're creating a button. And since we're in a view model, we're going to use a command. So I'm using the XAML behaviors, invoke command action. So whenever it's clicked, we're going to fire the select territory command on our view model. Now, because the data context of this button is actually the underlying territory, we can't just say select territory command, because it's not going to find it on that object. We need to use the select territory command on the data context of the overall view. That's how come I gave the user control a name, and I'm using the data context.select territory command. And then the command parameter is the binding. It's the same thing they're doing here in the tag, which you don't need anymore. That's just silly. Get rid of that. However, I do need a way, because this is a method, set filter selected values. Can this be, if we were to add to the API, how would we call this method on this control from the view model? Could we add something to where we bind in XAML? We need to call a method. One way to do. Okay. One way. Let's play with this. Is we can create an action. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Let's call it. Wait. What's this thing called? Set filter. What if we, I'm just thinking here. Can we do this? Something like this. Wait, maybe we do need some parameters. And okay, so maybe we need something here. Maybe we need a string and a list of RV objects, right? I'm just thinking. I'm not sure if this is going to work or not. I'm still thinking. My thought process is we could do something like this. Var VM equals new cells view model, right? VM dot equals, or wait, no, wait. Something like this. I need to do something like, wait, I'm close. I'm so close. Help me, Dan. My brain's not working. I want to do reveal view. Right? I want to do this. No. I got to do this. I got to do... something like... Hold on. Golly, it's been so long since I've done this. Something like that. Right? Something like that. Why is that not happy? I'm close. I think I'm close. Oh, that's why they made it an object. Okay. Well, let's make it an object then. I would have preferred they use interfaces, honestly. And so what I could do is after we do this... Where did I created that? Where's my action? Now I'm blind. I'm blind. Oh, there it is. It's right underneath. Oh, God. Okay. Right, I have this action. Then I can call set filter focus values, right? If it's No. Wait. I'm looking for a string. Right? Something like that. I was hoping to hard code that. Interfaces, people! Give me an interface! See, now I'm getting this. Fine. Make it harder on me, why don't you? So this is what I'm thinking. We have this action. Actually, I made it a property. Yeah, that's right. Man, my brain's not wanting to work. So we have this action I created. Set filter selected values. And so when I call this, it's actually being assigned here. Oh. Right? And so when this invokes, I'm actually invoking this. Maybe. Let's see. Let's cross our fingers. That's one way. One way to do it. It works. It totally works, people. Woohoo! Yes. Oh, nice. Okay. So approach 1 totally works. You know what that means? We can get rid of this. Oh, good times. Okay, now. I'm not sure how I feel about this, though. I think there might be a better way. There might be a better way. I'm trying to remember. So, in Prism, we have an old school window pop-up action. And we listen for a notification in the view model. When that notification is raised, then we invoke some code. I'll stick with this. This is pretty easy for people to understand, I believe. And I may even simplify it. Maybe we don't even put this here. Maybe we hard code that, because I have it hard coded here. Or I deleted it, but... Oh, nope. So I can hard code it there. Then I can modify my action to remove this. Where's my action? See, like this. Come here. Like that. Can totally do that. Okay, now we have some... Another one! Really? Set date filter. Set date filter. Why can't... Can this be a property? Like... Date filter equals... ... That way I can data bind to that? Okay. I think we're making some progress. The next step is this broken, busted, freaking this thingamabob. What's weird is it builds. That's what's weird. But I'm getting a XAML time error. So the team's gonna have to look into that one. I already have that noted. Okay, so what are they doing? Let's look. First off, max value, min value. Okay, we have some thumbs. We have some tick marks. From thumb to thumb. Let's look at what's going on here. Where is this occurring? What? Wait, what the heck? Did you see a date from change anywhere? Let's scroll over. Oh, there it is. Right here. Date from changed, date to changed. Okay, so can we... Is there like a selected date? Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. There's not a selected date? Slider date thumb. Value maybe? Okay, it's got to be value. From date. It's set multiple times. Where? Oh. 3/1/18. Is it? 3/1/18. Nope, that is okay. Let's just change our binding. Let's remove it from here. From date. No, date to, sorry. I called it date to, date from. Come on, Brian, remember what you called stuff. Okay, so now what I want to check, let's hit a breakpoint. I want to make sure that binding worked. Value better be a dependency property or I will be pissed. Okay. That is not encouraging at all. Not at all, is it? Date from. Is that right? Yeah, date from. Date from. Mode. Do we have to force it? Well, tell me I have to force this crap. Oh! Got it. Okay, okay, yep. Looks like I had to force it. Two-way. Oh, Furkan, hey, how's it going? Reveal, what is it? So what is Reveal? Reveal is dashboard data analytics. So it's, what's the best way to, if we go to the website here, revealbi.io, it's all about business intelligence. It's got like machine learning and crap like that in there to interpret and analyze your data from various data sources. And so there's two components to it. There's a web-based dashboard experience, and then there's an embedded experience. And so what I'm doing now is I'm going through the embedded WPF sample and fixing it and finding all the problems with it because it's not how I like it. And if I don't like it, you won't like it. My problem is okay, so I'm setting the date. The dates are set. The date's set, but the UI is not updated to reflect that. See that? Very strange. So that's working. The problem is when it first here, let me reload it. When it first loaded, these are on top of each other. Like this. And that's not right. Something is funky. So I'm gonna comment this out. Lots of stuff going on here. Oh wait, from to. Is it not in the right? Okay, what's going on? Yes, Furkan, this is a product from Infragistics. That is correct. And I'm trying to understand what the heck they're doing. Okay, we don't need that anymore, that's for sure. We don't need... Yeah, get rid of this. What is that timer for? So when they change... If reveal... Why reveal view? Okay, reveal view. Okay. Date from changed. Okay. Oh, it's got to return a... It's got to return a string. No. That's not the overload I wanted. That's the one I wanted. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So when this happens, this is going to give me the new date from. And what they're doing is they're grabbing the value, adjusting the text. Oh, okay. So for one, we have to update the text. Adjust from date. Oh, got it. Okay, so let's add some properties to our view model. And I got to move some stuff around, actually. Hold on. Let me move some stuff around. Starting to mix my properties and methods and all that junk. I also have this. I'll take this action. I'll put it above my command. Okay, that's better. That's better. Okay, like that. Date from changed. And so we need a label. String. Whoops. Date from label. Okay, and then we need string date to label. Okay, now let's think about this. How do I best want to do this? I'm not sure yet. So let's grab their adjust from date. We'll grab these two methods here. I'm not sure if I'll need them, but let's try them out, shall we? And then when you date from changed, they're updating, excuse me, the label. Okay. Date from changed, they're updating the label, which is going to be date from label. Date from, let's pull this out into a constant. Date format works for me. Want them all the same. Okay. Let's, oh, hold on. Not done yet. Where is our date from label? Let's test that out, shall we? We'll test that. If that works, we'll do the other one. Yep, it works. I just messed up the initial value, which is no big deal. Totally works, though. We will fix the initial value. But let's go ahead and change this to that. Go date to label. We will have an MVVM app before long. Okay. Date from, date to. All right, Dan. See you later, brother. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is on the Prism property declaration, where we see set property, have you noticed that? So I'm doing the reference date to value. Yeah, you get that all the same. But you have another option to pass in an action to perform after the value's been set. Pretty cool, right? So it's all in line. Okay, now one way to do this, actually, hold on. Well, no, I'm kind of doing it. That's fine. You know what? I'm not sure. No, I don't want to do that. I'm trying to think of the best way to initialize these labels. I mean, one way to be just to return, have this a return only. I mean, that's one way. What I mean by that is, let's say, date to label, we can return, where is this? Like this. We'll do date to label. We could do this. We can do that. Like this. This is another way to do it. Whoops. Yeah, date to label. I mean, we could do it that way. What do you think? You think that might, because I could delete this. And I could delete this. Something like that. Let me run that. See how I feel about it. Look at that. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's not working like I thought it was. Oh, it's not hitting. Date 2 changed. Oh my gosh. That's why. Ugh, come on. That copy and paste, man. I'll tell you what, it'll get you every time. Like, no joke. There we go. Okay, I get it. Yep, get it. Huh. Okay, that's not... I mean, that works. I wonder if that's cleaner or not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I like that better or not, honestly. I think it reduces a duplication of code for sure. You know what? I'm gonna go with that. Let's see. So let's do this. Where's my date from? Date from label. Date from. Where's my date from? All right, that should fix that problem. Yeah. So from. This looks weird though. Doesn't it, like, I would think that this one would be on this side. Not the other way around. Did I get something backwards? Date from. Date to. Did I get my values mixed up? From 3/1/18. From 3/1/18 to 3/31/19 to 3/31/19. That just seems weird to me. I'm gonna run this WinForms one. Where's my debug? Oh, there it is. Yeah, see? The one on the left is moving. This one is moving that one. On mine, however, it's backwards. What the heck? This is very strange. I messed something up somehow. But look, from thumb, date, from, to thumb, date, to. I'm lost. Wait a minute. Is it possible? Hold on. Yeah, no. Look at that. It's backwards. I am so confused. Why is that backwards? Maybe I need to initialize this in the constructor. Let's try that. Something is strange. Date from. But from... Do I have my labels bound backwards? Maybe that's it. Maybe? That's it. Oh my gosh. All that trouble for nothing. No, 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 no. That's not it. That's not it. Look, 2. I had it right. I had it right. Right there. Label from. Label 2. Date to. Date from. So strange. Date 2. Date 2. Date from. Date. I am stumped. Why those are backwards, I have no freaking clue. Is there something going on here? No, that shouldn't matter. This is in the right order. Min value, max value, from thumb, from label. Okay, okay, something is up. Something is... Let me make sure I'm not hitting anything here. Well, no, 0 references. 0 references. Let's just make sure none of this is being invoked. Look at that. Now that is curious. Don't you hate it when you get stuck on a specific like implementation or a specific little stupid thing? Why? Why are those switched? I almost think it's the control. My code is right. But if you look at what happens when I first launch this, they're right on top of each other. And that should not be the case. I see the line going all the way across. You see that line? I think these are getting swapped over somehow. Okay, I'm gonna do a test. Let's do a test. This is the from. Oh, what was that date? 1/3/18. Okay. 3/31/19. Okay, something's up with the control. You see that? That set the date correctly. This set the date correctly. However, that messes it up. Yeah, those are swapped. This is the 2. Do I have a tooltip? I'm gonna get rid of this template. This is gonna be from. Oh, tooltip visibility. Why are you gonna have a? Oh, what'd that say? Yeah. Why are you gonna have a tooltip? Make that visible. I'm gonna set the tool tip from. I have to debug this. I think this is a control issue. Oh, where's my tool tip? Yeah. Wait, no, that's. What the hell's going on? Yeah, see? Wait a minute. Not GitHub. I'm not even getting a tooltip on this one. Let's just say from. Why does it say a date? These are backwards. Oh, let's do this. Something's up with this control. Maybe it doesn't like the format. March 18. This is the 2. May, yeah. See? It is the control. It is! I knew it! What is this? Date time. Is there like a format? Something is up with that. That is definitely a strange one. So my code is correct. I validated, but this control is not working with data binding. Value changed. Initialize, nope. Is there a, not a, like a text? Date, anything with date? Yeah, so there's definitely a problem here. Then value, max value, okay. What if, you know, this might be a bug in the freaking control with data binding. This is the ZAM date time slider, right? Date time range slider. Where's my sliders at? Slider. Date time value binding. Range slider value binding. Here we go. That's exactly what I'm doing. Offset binding mode 2-way. That's exactly what's what I'm doing. Oh, come on. Where's the code behind? Where's the view model binding? See that? That's what I'm doing. Don't care about the tick marks. It's just thumb value. Well, I don't want to get stuck on this too long. I'm getting errors in the XAML, and when you're data binding, it doesn't want to work properly. However, my code is right, and that's all I'm concerned about. So I will have to reach out. Where's my notepad? What is this? XAML date time range slider not working with data binding. Another problem. Shouldn't be that hard. And this is, it could be a bug because this is 3 years old. You know what? I'm curious. I'm just curious. Let's see what happens when I add my own slider. Yeah, I already knew about that. Now I'm gonna get an error. It's not gonna let me. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna comment this crap out. Yeah, comment that out. Come over here. I'm just gonna see if this is gonna work. Get rid of that. Okay. This might not let me do it. What if it's just in this? I don't think I can have the same control twice. Yeah, look at that. That's not going to work either. $16.2. What the? All right, that's not gonna work. Let me remove that. Where is it? Well, you know what that actually... That just proves something to me. Customers can't use their components and the Reveal SDK in the same app. Major roadblock. Show stopper. That cannot happen. Because think about it. If you're going to use this product in your app, and you're an Infragistics customer, chances are you already have our controls. And chances are you're not using a 3-year-old version of them. And so you would completely break like I just did. That is not allowed. And so I'm going to have to say this is a bug. Faux show. I'm not sure why when using data binding it won't work, but when it's hard-coded it does. All right, well, back to the code. I've only got 10 minutes, dang it. I spent so much time on that. I need to do an update date filter. So let's copy this method. Let's see exactly what they're doing here. All right, so we're gonna adjust some dates. Whoops. Let's take date from. I don't know why they're using the backing field and not property. I'm gonna use the property. Okay, date from, date to. Range. Okay, got a range. Filter. And they're setting the thumb value. Okay, I don't want to do that. And we can't do this, but I can say set date filter of what? What is this? It's a dashboard filter. So let's add another action. Set date filter. There we go. Fix that. And back to here. Set date filter. Real view. Oh, no. Reveal view. Okay. Now they're also using a timer here, probably to delay the update. So I guess I could do the same thing, right? Can do that. CP timer. Oh, this is okay. Interesting. I actually don't know if I want to use this timer. Core.WPF. Oh, maybe it's okay. Well, the problem I don't... Okay, no, it's okay. It's all right. I didn't want any UI stuff in here, like dependency objects or anything like that. So this looks okay. Creating a new timer. Did that. And then what do they do? We have this little mess going on. So we'll say, where's my methods? Another thing they're doing is they're offsetting the from value from being set. I'm not sure if that's necessary. But we will try this. Let's see what happens. Oh, and I can't get my ranges right because the dates won't work. Ugh. Because this is December. This needs to be in the front. But the control's not working. However, this did work. Huh, actually, I'm thinking, I don't want to duplicate this code. Let's combine these. I mean, as long as I'm not setting, like right here, they're setting that value. As long as I'm not doing that, I shouldn't have, I can combine this. You know, I'll wait. Let's do this. Let's do that. I'll wait. And I'll remove it if I can. Because I do not want to do this. If I can just get away from that. See that? This is the same code, so if I can eliminate this, then I can reuse this method. I'll just call it date changed. And I'll share that on both of my date from and my date to. And we'll be done. So that's that. We got rid of that. We got rid of all this. Yeah, I think we did it. I think we did it. We converted this to a proper MVVM view. I have these others to do. Like, what is this for? Why do you do this? Of course there's no... Oh. Real view data source provider equals local samples data source provider. They're setting the data source provider. Oh my gosh, that's what that is. And then they have all this code in this dashboard utility. This should be a separate class. Don't hide it in the utility file. Ugh. Don't hide classes in other code files. All right. So that's not bad. And this could go in the view model. Because if I go back to my view here, data source provider is a dependency property. I combined to that. Boom. So that needs to come out. And because it's a, if I was in a real Prism application, I would be injecting this bad boy. Faux show. What's on this interface? Okay. Well, I'm definitely having problems with this control. However, other than that, we got it all figured out. I'm not super happy with this. Honestly, I'm not really happy with that. But it works. And until I think of a better solution, I'll keep it like this. I don't know if I could put it into some type of custom behavior. Right? I can write a behavior that does this. I could probably create an interface for my view model. Like, I reveal view, right? Which has these on there that I can call. That could be another option. Yeah. That might be something to do. Okay. Well, you know what? I think that's enough code for today. I appreciate everyone joining me today. And, let's see, watching me struggle. watching me tear my own product apart. Hope that was fun for you. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed that. Alrighty. So I think I'm gonna call it a day now. I will be back on Tuesday, it looks like. I'm hoping. Same time, same place. I may still be working on this project. I'm not sure. I'll need to debug that really annoying control, which also has a XAML markup exception being thrown. Very annoying. But everything I just went through is exactly what you would go through if you were to download this. And this would be your first impression. You would go, oh my God, this is super complicated. It doesn't work. I'm getting designer crashes. I'm getting designer errors. I'm getting XAML markup errors. The control is buggy. So, yeah, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm going through it so I can improve the experience that you're going to have when you start to use it. Okay? And if you want, like I said, go ahead. Go to reveal. Here, I'll paste it in. revealbi.io. Download the SDK for free. It's completely free. It's a trial. No big deal. Download it. Play with it. Maybe you can come up with a better solution than I can. Right? I would love to see it if you did. But, yeah. You know what I'm going to do? Something... No, you can't help me, John. Oh, it's John Funk! John Funk. Great guy. I should mess with him. Yeah, I want to buy 100 licenses of Reveal. Like I said, I want to do something I haven't done yet. I want to raid a channel. I haven't done this before, honestly. So I'm not sure how I do a raid. I think I just pick one that I follow. Let's start a raid. I think we're raiding in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're raiding. Okay, we're raiding. I don't know what that means. Oh, we're ready to raid. Oh, Jabba, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. Okay, we're going to raid now. I don't know how this works. If I get disconnected, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Let's raid.